Welcome to Liberencia, where the gold chains of fate bind and guide gods and mortals alike. This is Extreme Advantage.
Previously, Scheme makes a deal with Malel and becomes a warlock. The gaggle learn a bit about the history of the giants as well as the spell holding the Emerald Plains together. After finding a map with the locations of the other runestones, they set back out into the Emerald Plains and run back into Lucas. Lucas has managed to map a way to navigate the plains and explains that the Emerald Plains functions like a storm spinning around an eye. After riding the storm of the plains, the gaggle finally escape.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're excited to have you here. Question of the week this time around is, what do the guys do outside of D&D for kicks and giggles?
This is Devin. I play Scheme. Outside of D&D, I am currently cheating on this group with another D&D group.
Disgusting.
I knew it.
You started with G, and I quite.
Yeah, I didn't. I really thought you said you're cheating on your girlfriend for kicks.
super funny. I'm cheating on my non-existent girlfriend.
What we're saying is
I was about to ask, wait, when did you get a girlfriend?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, before this becomes a Devin roast session, I do some card games, some board games. I love riding my motorcycle. I rock climb, and I'm a big concert junkie. That's how you
rock climb.
Yeah.
Wait, do you go indoors or outdoors?
I used to go outdoors, but I don't really have a group that I go with anymore. Yeah. So it's mostly indoors.
Dude, if you ever I want to go rock climbing. I love rock climbing.
We are actually going to be switching from a D&D podcast to a rock climbing podcast.
Well, I'm out, guys.
Yeah. See,
I'm in.
So we're going to be talking about tips and tricks for hitting 511s.
Whatever that means.
Outside of the podcast, I have no.
He steals copper like left and right.
I have
He's a
no
copper
personality, really.
When I pulled up, you were literally tearing apart your washing machine, taking the copper from it.
He's not even stealing copper because it's his washing machine.
He's just like copper fiend.
Well, he just loves the thrill.
If only this was somebody else.
It's not about the money.
Buy this washing machine for me. I need to steal the copper.
It's about the copper.
So anyway, things I like to do outside of D&D. There are a lot of things that I have that are affiliated directly with D&D that are not the podcast. Like, for example, I really got into map drawing. I would make maps by hand, so that was super fun. I built the website for the podcast, and I thought that was super fun, so I'm looking to take classes in website development.
Heck yeah. Real life skills.
Yeah, and then obviously there's the copper.
The addiction.
The copper. So
Copper
the reason
addiction.
I gotta explain that though. So the reason for the copper is because my work makes it like they require that I go into people's attics and inspect the frame of the house. Oftentimes people will have old swamp coolers or electrical wiring redone and have just this random stuff laying up there. And so I'll take it out and say, hey, do you want to throw this away? And then I'll take it home with me. The reason why is because I know how to smelt it down and purify it to then allow me to cast it.
I cast copper.
Are you casting it at what level?
Whatever level gets the job done.
Yeah, level 5. Nice.
Okay.
Level 5 copper spell.
But here's another skill that I've gotten into. I took a class on SolidWorks and 3D modeling for random things, and so I've actually designed a 20-sided die with our podcast logo on it, and I'm trying to melt down the copper to cast as the 20-sided die. And so that's something that I'm super
Real
interested
life
in.
skills.
Yeah, and so I know how to do all this and how to do it safely. So yeah, I'm going to be getting a motorcycle here pretty soon and joining
Joining the club.
some of these
Heck
nerds.
yeah.
So
It'll be a good time.
it'll be fun. Yeah.
Okay, this is Hunter. I play Lauren. What I do outside of D&D, I play a lot of video games. I'm not very good at most, so I only play single-player games because I suck at them. I'm bad at video games. I don't care. They're still fun.
Yeah.
I play a lot of Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah.
These nerds here got me into Magic the Gathering, and it's become a cancer in my life.
This dude went from 0 decks to...
Dude jumped to full board, just like
We got him to dip his toes in the water, and by the time we looked back, he was completely drowned.
submerged.
He was drowned.
He was Michael Phelps in water.
So this guy went from owning 0 decks 2 months ago
About whenever we started.
to owning 10
I have
decks.
10 decks now. I also, now that I have a much better PC, I've started dabbling again in 3D modeling.
Nice.
So Blender, easy to use. So I dabble in that, and then I've started also getting into Unity as well.
Sounds like you're going into game making.
That's what I've always been doing. I just haven't taken the time. But now that I'm not in school and don't have much else going on, I can dive into it. That's about it.
Okay, so this is Ethan speaking. I am speaker player for Corliss. I like the gym. I play a lot of video games too. These guys know that I don't actually really like single player games all that much. I don't mind them. I'm not against them, but I definitely like the more competitive aspect of like, haha, I beat you in video games. So I play a lot of Apex Legends. That's my big one, and I go to the gym frequently. I also own a motorcycle, and I'm married, so I like to spend time with my wife, and
Aww.
we, as much as we can right now. She's busy because she goes to nursing school, so we do what we can. But movies, TV shows, video games, gym, motorcycle, and I really like hiking. And now I want to go rock climbing. I want to go rock climbing a lot.
Yeah,
So-
let's hit it.
Yeah, I'd be super down.
This is James. I'm the dungeon master. I like to consider myself a collector of stories. I'm a proud member of the Film Bro community. I go to plays, I read books. I basically consume anything that has some form of storytelling inside of it. And that's why I love D&D so much, because it's just group storytelling pretty much. It's a freaking blast. DMing in D&D is like my favorite hobby. It's something I just really like doing. With that, let's jump right on into it. You guys finally have found the wall. The very small remnants of it here in the middle, and you can see the towering sides on both your left and on your right, way out in the distance. As you guys cross over the mound of the stones left, you can see the very familiar bright emerald green grass of the plains extending further and further out. Here where you once had met with General Deck and spoken with the dragon's cavalry is now abandoned. The fort seems like most of the walls have fallen over, and there's very little left remaining, and has been overcome by the green grass.
Does it look like it's just been overcome by the green grass, or was there like some kind of battle that
Looks like it's been here for a while, and it's just time.
Has the condition of the wall itself changed much?
The condition of the wall hasn't changed much. The wall, it looks like more greenery is sprouting from it, but that's about it.
I think that, so, Corliss speaking, I think that given that even though we attempted to come back to the wall just 5 minutes after we left, I don't think that we nailed our 5-minute mark.
Unless the planes are expanding exponentially.
And they just happened to grow past the wall that fast in the few minutes that we were gone.
Well, it may not even be that it's like maybe we are back 5 minutes after we left, but because of the time dilation that the emerald plains themselves produce, maybe what it has encroached upon has already aged out. You know, who knows how many years, if so.
Yeah, we're still in the Emerald Plains, technically.
Yeah.
So let's make our way back to, what is it, Heroes Hold?
Well, let's see if there's any survivors here or anything. Any
Yeah,
remnants.
I want to look at the fort where we met General.
You're standing in it.
we're in the fort.
Oh wow, we're here.
I thought we
was
had
quick.
Because it's built around the northern side of the wall. And so as you cross over the wall itself, you're in that fort.
I'm specifically saying like any tables or like if there was a note or any kind of documents that
Yeah,
were
if you
left.
want to
Seeing where they went.
if you want to look around, you can.
Ski will look around as well.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking to see if there's any paperwork or anything that has a date on it.
But Corliss, you know, as like Dragon's Cavalry protocol, people who go into the plains, they don't leave notes for them. They basically consider them dead.
Yeah, until we meet again, it is might as well assume that they're gone.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
And I know that all too well.
Yeah.
So,
So right here in the fort, you probably won't find any messages, but you're free to look around.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I'll stand and wait.
So
I got an 11.
for your investigation,
Yeah.
as you look around, you do find some of the fallen tents. It seems like they abandoned it pretty quickly. Not like a fight, but it was just like if they're moving as like a normal group, they'd probably take tents and stuff with them,
But they didn't.
But they just had to go.
So it was like an evacuation, like an immediate, we have to leave.
It very well could have been like a tidal wave. Like Emerald Plains is coming.
It's like moving, like I said, it's exponentially and encroaching quick, so they had to bail.
Rorik also rolled an 11.
You're gonna find the exact same stuff.
Well, if there's anybody left still around from the Dragon's Cavalry, they're probably just on the outskirts of the new boundary. So let's go see if there's anybody.
Let's go find General.
Okay, you guys push through the gates of this old worn fort. Who wants to give me a perception check?
I'll go.
Do it. Hey, those are my dice.
Hey, get them out of here. I need
Reroll.
So natural
He turned it into a 1. But I have +5, so it's
So,
6.
Lauren, you walk out, and Corliss just starts putting his hand in front of your face, just like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Okay,
Stop it.
Rorik is gonna
For context, Hunter rolled and I grabbed the dice and I
got a
stopped
9.
it before it could finish and I sold him to
Of course it rolls a 1.
Rorik got a 9.
A 9? So you're just busy watching the comedy sketch that's going on between Corliss and Lauren. Skeet, would you like to give me a perception check?
No.
All right.
Scheme just doesn't look.
and I'll say,
from before.
Lauren, what were you looking at? And I'll do a perception.
Looking at your hand.
I got a 3.
Yeah, you're focused on distracting Lauren.
All right, so we don't see anything. Awesome.
Wow. Well, nothing here. Let's go.
Let's keep going.
Second.
The wind.
So as you guys are having whatever this is going down, Yuliant is gonna point out in the distance,
Of course he is.
and he's gonna say, "Is that a camp out there?" As you guys follow the direction of his finger, you guys can make out smoke in the distance and a couple of tents. It looks like it's a couple miles down.
Shut up, Julian. We're busy looking at Corliss's hand.
Hey, don't be so rude to me. They helped us find possibly what we're looking for.
Thank you,
Chop
best
off his
friend.
finger.
Whoa!
He can't point anywhere now.
We will hate every NPC you ever put in front of us.
Apparently, my
of us will.
goodness.
Oh, what are you looking at?
There looks like a camp down the road, 2
let's go.
miles out.
I don't believe you.
Hey guys, look, there's a camp a couple miles down the road.
Oh,
No way.
good catch.
We should go. Good job,
You
Scheme.
just see Yuliant look down, defeated.
Scheme, high five. See
So
you, Julian. That's how you be helpful.
Okay.
I'm gonna mold earth underneath him.
Oh no! Wait, on both of his legs, so they just.
Yuliant does the full splits, and you hear a rip down the center of his pants.
Julian, get it together.
Julian,
I'm sorry, guys.
you got a hole in your pants.
Okay, you guys are gonna head towards the camp, or do you want to bully Yuliant more?
No.
We can
We'll bully him on the way.
We can do both. Yeah.
Okay. You guys start heading towards it. As you get a lot closer to it, you do see someone riding a horse out to approach you. You recognize it as somebody wearing the old colors of the Dragon's Cavalry. The uniform is worn, has been mended and repaired, but it is clearly not a new uniform at all. It looks like to be a young dragonborn man, red scales. As he rides up to you, he calls out and says, "Journeyers, you've survived the plains. Are you from before or future?"
That depends.
Relative. What time is it? What day is it? What
Okay.
year is it?
He gives you the day and the year. As he speaks it, you recognize it has been over a year since you have left.
Oh dear.
1 year and
We've been
5
gone
minutes.
For a year and 5 minutes.
Well, I tried my best, but astrology, the stars, El Dorado, stars, not right. Sorry.
I'll say this was kind of a relative victory still. We could have ended up like millennia.
Decades in
Yeah.
archery.
Who knows how long.
A year is pretty good, all things considered.
Thanks, guys. I
Good,
appreciate
good
it.
job. Good sir. What has happened over the span of this last year?
As for current events outside of here, we know remarkably little. But in terms of the Emerald Plains itself, I'm sure as you guys entered it, it was far receded. Now it is extending further and further, and it is getting faster and faster. It's only a matter of time before it encompasses a civilized location. We've already lost several members.
Just from new flickers coming out.
Yes, we were attacked by the Flickers, and that's when we decided it was time to retreat our base of operations.
Losing the wall is a big blow. do you have any sort of estimation as to when the new boundaries of the Emerald Plains will reach Heroes Hold?
As of right now, when we last performed some calculations, setting markers and such, it was moving at about a foot a week.
Holy crap.
How far are we from Heroes Hold?
Oh, we're still a few weeks from Heroes Hold.
However, he did say earlier that it's been increasing its rate of
Yeah.
growth. And so, when did you guys notice that it started to speed up?
General Deck first noticed it as soon as, I believe it was your group who left into the plains. You were the last people to ever enter into the plains. It was then when he realized it was beginning to pass the wall itself.
Speaking of General Dekalik, is he still with us?
He is still with us.
Oh, that's good.
He has been injured in the retreat from the Flickers, though.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, when did you lot retreat?
Oh, this would have been a couple of weeks ago.
Now, when you said that we're still a couple weeks away from Heroes Hold, did you mean at the rate at which the Emerald Plains is growing, so it'll be there in a couple weeks, or it will take a couple weeks to travel to Heroes Hold?
Yes, it will take you a couple of weeks to get to the hold.
Seems like we've got quite a bit of time before it reaches Heroes Hold.
Do you want to go see General?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go talk to him. What's your name, guy on horse?
My name is Fligo.
I was going to say, how crazy...
Fligor.
Fligor?
Fligor, yes.
Okay.
How crazy would it be if his name was just Guy on Horse?
My name is, looks at script, Guy on Horse.
One.
I'm sorry, man, I don't have any more lines.
It's improv here on out.
And now you're supposed to go see the General.
Okay, follow me.
Give me your horse.
That's not in the script. You're not supposed to have a horse when you enter the camp. You guys follow Fleegor back to the camp. It takes you a few minutes to get there. As you enter in, you see remnants of a once passable fort. It is less than 10 members left of the Dragon's Cavalry.
Entirely.
My people.
Entirely. As you guys kind of walk in, there's like one person who's sharpening a few swords, somebody who's cooking up a meal at the moment, and it looks like a couple people are going in and out of one of the tents.
Just back and forth, in and out?
Yep, just like, my turn inside the tent.
I can see why we've been decimated.
They just spend the time getting in and out.
Wait, and these are the ones that survived?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because they were going in and out of a tent. They weren't fighting.
I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty great. Guy in tent.
Guy tent.
They're taking turns leaving the tent.
They just swap places.
As you approach them, you recognize the tent as the medical tent.
My general's probably in there. I'm gonna go speak with him.
You enter in the tent and you see that there's 3 people in this tent with bandages, but they all have familiar wounds and markings. You'll recognize it from when Rorik was beginning to be possessed by the Flickers back in Heroes Hold.
Oh.
They all have this black tar kind of seeping into their veins up their necks.
May I have the rest stone?
Yeah, here you are.
I take it and then I approach them, and I'm gonna start putting the rest stone to them. To see if it's
So you
Help them
can do that, but you are not currently attuned to it.
Hey, would you
I'll
mind
do
showing
that.
them that?
So Ski will then do exactly what Corliss was doing.
Okay. You kind of go up and you see the markings kind of fade, but do not vanish.
Maybe longer exposure,
Yeah.
something like that.
But you can tell that the individuals that you do approach are able to actually breathe, sit up.
So I just kind of want to like talk to like the field surgeons or whoever you
Yeah.
want to call them, and let's like get all the people kind of close together, like with the orbs, so that they can all share benefits from it all at once. As few as there may be, but I assume that General Dekalik is one of them.
Yes, he regains consciousness and is overjoyed to see you.
Yes.
He quickly embraces you and he says, "I thought I would have lost you forever."
Maybe. To be fair, almost lost my leg. Ow. But General, it is so good to see you. I'm glad to see you still in one piece. He's still in one piece, right?
Yes, you can
Okay.
tell that there are cuts that have been bandaged, and he is recovering, and he does have the black inks going up his neck. And you can see it kind of, he's a Aarakocra, so there's lots of feathers, but you can see some of the feathers have been burned off, cuts, things like that. But you can also see the black kind of seeping into his eyes.
Let me just get this in there a little bit more.
That's a very bright light.
Yeah, Doctor shining the light.
Yeah.
Like, are you people dying? Yes, we tried to get back as quickly as we can. We've somewhat very loosely figured out a means of traveling a little bit within the Emerald Plains. So we were able to survive, we were able to navigate, we were able to find what we were looking for. But would you care to explain what has happened since we've been gone? For us, we were not gone for this long. We understand it's been about a year.
Yes, it's been a year and a few months at this point. You've been gravely missed, my friend, and we have lost more and more. Not only to flicker attacks, but when the wall began expanding, somebody went a little too far. We've lost a few members that way, to dig more graves, and just to examine the horizon to see if they could possibly see anyone. But they didn't realize that the Emerald Plains had expanded, and were swallowed inside of them. Other than that, flicker attacks remain as vicious and violent as ever, but more and more get past us and escape into Liberencia. We don't know where they are going, but they are intelligent now, Corliss. They think, they strategize, or are being commanded. We do not know.
We did encounter a flicker that appeared to have intelligence before we left for the Emerald Plains. And yeah, you are right. They have definitely been changing. And I think that, as much as it pains me to say, that our friend Dragar Colescale may have something to do with that.
Drago.
Yeah.
Last I heard, we had somebody come and deliver supplies 6 months ago. More so. But Dragar was seen in Hero's Hold, and he destroyed part of it, looking for something in a rage.
Ethan speaking. That was us.
I mean, an already mostly destroyed city just got
More
more
destroyed.
Yeah, he gave up on just simple searching because he thought that we didn't have the stones.
So he
But he searched for 6 months after he met us, and then
Seems
decided to start destroying stuff.
But I do know Hero's Hold is not in a good state, and that he, not long after, left the city and headed east.
General, we're continuing on our quest to try to quell and subdue the Emerald Plains and their growth, and we can see that they're clearly going. Do you know, is it growing at a quicker rate than it was originally?
Yes. It wasn't even noticeable when you first left. It was maybe a few days afterwards when I actually noticed that it had even grown into or past the wall. But it was months after that when I began noticing it inside the camp. And then a few weeks after that, almost overtaking the camp. It is getting faster and more powerful. I don't know what this spell is, but it is breaking.
General, you know that I understand completely how important defending the wall is and the borders of the Emerald Plains, but I mean, look around. There's 10 of us left. I don't see a whole lot of purpose and a whole lot that 10 men can do to protect against this entire border. It might be best to retreat and rejoin with Queen Aerys.
Maybe. But you've seen what even one flicker can do to a civilian. If we can prevent even just one of them, that could be a dozen lives saved.
General, this is a noble cause that you are spearheading. Nobody doubts your valor and ultimately what you're trying to accomplish. But I think Corliss is right. If you are able to get into a position where you can prolong the Dragon's Cavalry to bolster your numbers even back to a fraction of what they previously were, you'd be able to prevent a lot more flickers than just the one. It could be the difference between life and death for entire cities if you're able to just regain your numbers, to heal up, do anything to recuperate it, anything.
Yes, I've sent many petitions to the Queen herself. She is working tirelessly to bolster the numbers of the Dragon's Cavalry, but we also have our own wars to fight. There has been desertion in Orc Place, and she has to send troops there to be able to subdue them.
Where's the queen currently holed up?
She's in Eredor.
Still?
Well, what if on our journey, if we find people needing purpose in life, we send them your way?
I would welcome them with open arms. And if I can, in any way, send you messages about the progress of the Emerald Plains, I'll let you know.
Please. Lauren pulls out one of his sending cards and gives it to the general. General, if you hear anything or notice anything different about the Emerald Plains, how its progress is going, please, that's a direct line to myself. Please contact us.
They're gonna say
Let
my
us
cell.
No. My cell.
Go ahead, DM me.
Okay. Yes, if you wouldn't mind telling us, especially if the Emerald Plains begin to grow quicker, farther, and if they're going in a certain direction, if flickers are attacking any specific outposts or specific cities, please let us know, because we're going to be working as quickly as we can to make amends to this. I hope that you are willing to put your faith in us, that we are doing the best that we can as well, as we know that you are.
Consider it done, Corliss. It's a genuine honor to serve with you again. And he holds out his hand.
And I give him one of those, like, where I, like, reach past the hand and grab his forearm as well. Yeah. It's like that true bromance.
The
handshake.
brotherhood handshake.
Yeah.
Brother. And if you're looking for places for solace in these trying times, there's actually a new god in town.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Malel. I'm still getting his name down.
You
Malel?
don't know the name of your own god?
No, I do. It's Malel.
Okay, well,
You
cool.
shoot a prayer to him sometime. See what happens.
I mean, what's his domain?
Generally,
He's petitioning to be the keeper of time again.
I mean,
He's petitioning.
Yeah, voting season's coming up.
everyone's been having a great time with the lack of a timekeeper. Everybody lives longer.
Maybe, but think of all the wonky time stuff that's going on with the Emerald Plains. I'm just saying, a little bit of law and order, dong dong, could be useful right about now.
Thank you for your pitch, friend.
Can I roll a persuasion check?
Sure.
Nat 20's it.
That's a 28.
28. He seems like this guy is a devout believer, man.
He's been in the Emerald Plains.
All you've
He's a little
persuaded him
special.
is that how devout you are.
I got a 28, almost a 30, and all this guy's thinking is, this guy believes what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He believes.
With a 28.
He just
Yep.
like puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Good luck."
He puts his hand on his shoulder.
I'm leaving. This is a big waste of my time.
Good luck.
Sorry about that, General, but thank you for all you're doing out here. Okay, we gotta go.
I'm making the same pitch to like the next person over.
Okay, give me another persuasion check.
It's every single member.
28 doesn't work. How about a 26, huh? Does that work?
You approach the next guy. He kind of sits there for a moment, a half elf, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I mean, he's helped you out, giving you power."
You're telling me, and I start shooting out some Eldritch blasts outside.
And he's like, "Oh, pretty cool. I mean, you have a pamphlet?"
I tackle Corliss.
You don't know anything. You tackle me. You just like hug my leg.
Starts nibbling on it.
I'm gonna make a
alive.
with my -1 strength. I'm going to make a fist attack.
I'm going to
Does a 6
cast.
That's a 6 hit.
Okay, that's 0 damage.
I'm gonna animal handling scheme.
You will
That
try.
was a 7.
It actually succeeds.
He's like, I'm so calm now. Why?
It's like when you put a towel over like an upset animal's head.
Yeah.
And they just like
Can't do anything.
They just like stop and then just go to sleep.
When you take like a cat by the scruff and put
I
like, a
just-
clamp on it. Paralyzed.
Hey, I mean, you got somebody who's interested. Tell me more, man. The current gods aren't doing anything.
I actually don't know that much.
What?
Yeah, I mean he was the old keeper of time.
Okay, okay.
Something happened that resulted in him not being the keeper of time, but he's back.
He's gonna help us, right?
Absolutely, I think.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
I can say with
I'm
surety-
not feeling very confident, man. That 26 persuasion is feeling more like a 15.
I'll leave another. Lauren, give the man a card.
Here's a card, and I just pull out like It's some playing card that I found. Yeah. And I just give him like a 2 of clubs.
And he's like,
Call us if you hear anything.
this is a 2 of clubs.
No, it's a sending card. And I wink at him. Please,
Please.
Why are you giving me this? Why are you giving me $1?
And I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, but you know, you actually do want a god or goddess to
Shut up, nerd.
help.
His goddess just makes you kill people.
What?
Celine, goddess of the moon, she actually is fighting to try to rebuild the wall. She's done good by me.
This is a different election cycle. Look, she already has the position for another 100 years.
I was hoping that it was just gonna sway him completely.
The guy is just so confused, like, what's happening?
Look, my
Anyway,
parting statement will be pray about it. Try to reach out to Malel. He doesn't have a lot on his schedule at the moment because he's just getting back into the swing of things. Find out for yourself. Goodbye.
Okay. Thanks for the card. I'll think about Malel
Traveling circus.
and see what's up.
Wonderful.
If you ever find a pamphlet, though, I'd love one.
Swear I had some.
crazy.
I'm gonna hit you with that every time.
I'm just gonna make more then.
I'll stop.
When Corliss is dead.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do while you're here in the camp?
No, let's leave.
Okay. It is a little later in the afternoon. Do you guys want to just camp it out here, or do you want to just start your journey?
Might as well camp it out, right?
Yeah.
We've got friends, yeah, it's safe.
Let's do it.
relatively.
Okay.
How's Conrad feeling? What does he want?
Let's find out.
I don't control Conrad.
Conrad's chilling. He's doing normal stuff. He's just standing on top of your head, blinking one eye at a time.
That star water still hadn't worn off.
One of the eyes
Goes
west to the right.
Before
One
slide.
eye turns to the path. One eye stays at the fire. Conrad is Conrad is at a crossroads.
Both can get me away from this guy, but one has a better chance of success.
Option 1, I jump into the fire. Option 2, I leave.
But no, Conrad's he's chilling. He'd like some more cheese.
Would he?
Yeah, why not?
I don't have any cheese.
Gotta get some more cheese, man.
What happened to your charcuterie board?
It's been months.
Yeah,
It's rotten.
we've
Oh wait,
all
we've
gone.
been in the Emerald Plains for 4 months.
I learned that spell.
Oh yeah, create food.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually do?
Yeah, no, I have that spell so that we don't need to do rations anymore because I was sick and tired.
Yeah.
It's having to just I don't know that minor detail of D&D. I was like, screw that. That's lame.
Time to
No.
dedicate an entire spell to that.
Okay, you guys gonna camp out here then?
Yeah. Let's do it.
They don't have a spot for you in a tent, but they do have bedrolls for you if you want them. And the campfire is gonna be going for the entire night.
Perfect.
Rorik is just going to double layer up his bedrolls just so that it's more comfy. Because
Groovy.
we all already have our own bedrolls.
Okay. Gonna keep watch or just kind of rest the night through.
Lauren always keeps watch.
So the night kind of goes through a little earlier in the morning, 5 a.m. Sun is just barely kind of coming out. You can make out things in the distance a little bit better. You see one of the Dragon's cavalry members kind of straighten up a bit and is looking out in the distance.
Towards the wall.
Towards the wall.
Oh crap.
What do you see, friend?
Says, come, look at this, look at this.
Okay.
As you approach further, you see almost like the ocean in the grass. It's kind of waving and pulsing forward and pulsing back. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Gosh, dude. Have we finished our long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will just...
Right off the bat. Just
Chronal
immediately-
shift.
No, I'm lucky. A little better. It's 12.
12. As you look a little bit closer, you can make out the very slight flicks of tentacles here and there. It is a literal sea of flickers out there in the Emerald Plains. Just kind of waiting.
It's not advancing forward.
No,
Are they on this side of the wall?
no, on the other side of the wall.
This is very troublesome, of course.
The Dragon's cavalry soldiers goes, troublesome? This is demoralizing. Do you have any idea how many of these we've killed? And look how many are left. This is impossible. We are going to lose.
Nothing is impossible if you have the right means to accomplish it.
He kind of like looks at you dumbfounded and gestures to the camp. This is what we have.
I know. I understand. In this case, the right means of accomplishing the impossible is retreat. Retreat and regroup. Do you know how well your injured can move?
I mean, after that stone, it seems like they can walk.
We must get them awake now and start moving. This is not something that we can handle here in this moment.
Okay, I'll awake the general.
Go rouse the general. Let him know what's going on. He can come talk to me if he needs to. I will go wake my compatriots.
Okay, and he kind of skitters off.
And I go and I wake up these three. I need you all to hurry and gather all of your things. We need to leave.
What did you do?
I didn't scatter.
I
Lauren.
didn't do anything. Come with me. Come with
Lauren, you rapscallion.
And I escort them to where we can see the scene.
Oh my gosh! Holy crap, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
How could you do this?
Lauren! We were asleep for like 6 hours.
Right. You were. I didn't do this.
I feel like everybody's like, you're taking it so calmly.
I whip out a sword and hold it to his throat.
What?
Give us answers.
What are you doing?
Who do you work for?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
What color underwear am I wearing?
It's a trick question. He's not wearing any. I checked.
I'm so confused. I detect thoughts on Corliss.
I'm like,
No thoughts.
Yeah, there's no thoughts. Television static.
Yeah, you're brain dead.
Are we gonna... Rorik, are you up?
We need to leave, gentlemen. We need to leave, and we need to help escort the dragon's cavalry.
Rorik, say words.
Why?
Because you haven't talked in like 3 days.
Yes, I have.
He's just been defending Yulian the whole time, so you don't hear anything.
When I just tune it out. When I see Yulian, my head just turns red.
Whenever
Your head was already red.
Whenever Yulian starts getting talked about, you just hear. It's just like the dead screen on the TV.
I've already lost this
Oh,
one.
that is just like a long line of like slurs
No,
and swears.
it's just like the
It's
dead
being
screen.
censored.
I know who caused this. Where's Yulian?
Yulian just still asleep at the campfire.
Let's go kill him.
Ooh, I go
jeez.
take him. Wake up, Yulian.
He's like, yeah, yeah.
We're dead. We're screwed.
What?
This is the end of the world.
Why?
Flickers. And also,
You did this.
line. I'll just say.
He says line.
And also, no, I'll just say, flickers.
Kind of like, he stands up, he's like, what are you talking about? What are flickers?
Help the wounded get ready. We need to leave. And I'm gonna
Wait,
go find the general.
You don't know what
I've
flickers
never
are.
seen flickers.
No.
Come with me, Yulian. And I escort him over and show him the sea of
He looks out.
flickers.
Oh, those things.
Yes.
Oh, so you have encountered these before?
Oh, yeah, I've seen him kill a lot of people. I've seen people turn into him as well.
Yeah.
How are you still alive?
I usually run away.
Do you know anything else about them?
I don't know a terrible amount about them, but I do know that the Emerald Plains can create them.
You had one chance to be useful.
And you've given us the information.
You were about to turn on him.
No, was it?
I thought you were.
No, you had one
one
chance to
defender.
be useful. Yeah, and he was useful.
We'll
Julian, thank you.
Of course. Except I've never heard them called the name Flickers before.
It's a recent development.
What do you
As
call
far-
them?
According to
The people of the plains call them nightmares.
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 I mean, I guess.
They are nightmares.
Wait, why? Why do they call them nightmares?
They usually come at night and they're terrifying creatures.
There's no horses out there, though.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you who don't know, Devin is referencing the actual monster in the monster manual called
Nightmare.
Nightmare. It's a mare that comes at night.
Nightmare.
It's a horse.
What town?
Actually, the mayor
is a
The
mayor.
mayor of this town.
All right. Yeah, no, I think outside of the wall, usually
sense.
people will, these days at least, refer to them as flickers, just because of how quickly they move about. They
It doesn't matter what they're called. We gotta do something.
Like, let's get out of here, Rorik.
Okay. As you guys begin packing up, you look out and you see the sun begin to come across the field. As the sunlight begins to come towards the Emerald Plains, you see them retreat back in and vanish into the Emerald Plains.
Crisis averted.
Maybe they can't exist in daylight?
Well, they've been out in daylight before. When we were in Hero's Hold and we left the sewers, we fought the one flicker.
We've definitely fought them in daylight.
Why would they retreat?
Maybe they're just less effective in daylight.
Or maybe these are not ones created by Dracar. Maybe these are truly do come from the Emerald Plains.
Regardless, this is an opportunity for the remnants of the Dragon's Cavalry to get out of here.
Yeah,
So,
we should still help.
let's help with the evacuation.
I mean, we will try, but we have to be open to the fact that like they might not leave.
Yeah,
That's up to them. And
we should counsel them and let them make their decision.
Let's go to the general and then let's leave as well.
Yes.
General, good to see you.
It's been a long time.
Did you just see the sea of flickers out there?
I did.
Still wanna hang out here? I commend you if you do, but it might be time. We clearly cannot stop the advancement of the Emerald Plains. They will come.
I'm going to send our healthy back to Ederdal. Those of us who have been infected by this poison. I cannot risk me transforming in a city. We will stay.
And once again give him that brother handshake. But this time it's like sad.
Yeah. You both look at each other and you recognize this may very well be the last time you ever see each other.
I don't know what to say.
General, you've been a true friend, and I appreciate your mentorship, your leadership, but more than above everything else, you were like a father to me. And one of my best friends.
And you a son, Corlys. I hope you can avert whatever this danger comes. I don't know what lies ahead of you, but do not run from the wall again.
My heart breaks.
Corlys, are you ready to leave the wall to get going back on the road?
Before you leave, General Dekalik kind of takes off his pendant and his cloak, his own Dragon's Cavalry cloak, and he wraps it around your shoulders, pins it together.
Oh.
And he says, "You represent the cavalry now."
Gutted.
Oh my gosh.
You feel the weight of the cloak and the weight of the responsibility come upon your shoulders, but you feel a little stronger because of it. This is also a cloak of protection.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's really cool. But oh my, I'm not getting teary-eyed. General, I will see you again, and I will rebuild the wall, and I will rebuild the Dragon's Cavalry to its former glory.
Celine chose the bravest warrior I've ever known. And he takes that forearm grasp that you guys have and pulls you into a full hug.
Give him the tightest squeeze ever. Without hurting him.
He dies. Without his cloak protection.
Good luck, Corlys. May
And
goddess be with you.
That obviously sticks out to me because maybe this is something behind the scenes. I don't know if I should have known this or not. Was I aware that General Dekalik was
A follower of
a follower of Celine? Does he know that I
He
very much so?
He's a believer and follower of Fair, but he does know that you are a follower, and it's mostly like a mutual understanding that you both are believers.
Okay, that makes sense. But that is even more impactful then because it's something that not necessarily he is all 100% in on, but he respects that I have that. So, General, I appreciate that and your wisdom. I will do what must be done quickly, and I need to get out of here because I don't know what else to say. Guys, let's go.
That's fine. You guys leave the camp, and you travel with the healthy Dragon's Cavalry members for a while, but you do branch off as they head towards Ederdal, and you guys continue towards Hero's Hold. But 4 Dragon's Cavalry members remain.
Yeah, that's rough.
Real sad.
So were we heading to Heroes Hold? I thought we were going to Peak City.
We're going
Well,
to
like,
the city.
it's kind of on the way.
It is
Okay.
on the way. Yeah.
It's making a loop.
I think James wants us to go there for narrative reasons.
No, not exactly. It's just like the natural course of the path.
You hit Heroes Hold and go
It's on the it is on
Gotcha.
the road. We can just
And
pass through.
not only that, but for those of you who have been to Heroes Hold, there is a train that can take you straight to Journey's
That's
End.
right.
That's right.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was still operable.
It's still operable, just not a lot of people go to Heroes Hold, but a lot of people leave Heroes Hold.
Well, I was more thinking that
With the Dreamquake and
the cavernous cracks that would happen. Like, I'm not sure if they had repaired.
It's been
the
plenty of
bridges and
time.
stuff.
Dwarves are pretty effective craftsmen.
Okay. That's fine.
I'd like to stop by my shop and check in
ew.
if we're going to Heroes Hold.
I don't.
Do you know what that means?
I'm sorry.
Rogie.
I'm sorry you gents have to see him again.
Oh, wait, I'm
not going there.
I'll stand outside.
I'm gonna circumvent the city.
Hey, we can go.
Your shop is right across the street from the tavern, isn't it?
We can go reintroduce this guy to Helga. Huh?
Ah, indeed.
Who?
thought her name was Olga.
Olga.
It's
No, her name is obviously Grilda.
Oh yeah.
I never would
know.
never interacted with her once, so
That is so funny. Olga, Helga.
I'll get there. I'll get there one day.
She was such a lovely lady. One of the nicest dwarves I've ever met.
Okay, you want to do that. You want to go to your shop. I want to go to a smithy and get these quote unquote 3 pounds of gold smithied.
Smelted?
Yes.
I'm going to go walk aimlessly.
Okay. Meets the most important characters in the world.
That historically has happened.
Yes.
I don't have a set destination, and so the most fun I can have is just walking.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. You guys travel north for a couple of weeks as you finally see the familiar walls of Heroes Hold. The gates are currently closed. As you guys approach, there is a guard standing pretty attentive, waiting to receive your papers.
Is it drunk?
It is, maybe.
Scheme's gonna whip out that note that Gorehand drew for us.
Gosh.
He didn't write it, he drew it.
These guys be cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to drunk and be like, and I like whip out the paper. Go ahead and why don't you open that door for us?
He looks at it and says, whoa, right away, absolutely.
I knew this was gonna come in handy. Oh, I worked so hard to get
So
this
glad we
something.
have that.
So funny.
These guys be cool.
He's like, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
don't know if this is this is a recommendation or a statement.
Or a threat.
Like, these guys come up, be
Like,
cool.
Imagine you're like a bouncer at a bar and some guy comes up and like hands you like presidential papers
Yeah.
from Barack Obama and it's like, hey, these guys are pretty cool, let them in. It's like, oh, okay.
I guess I have to do that.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
You flash your credit card like number. It's like, what's your balance? Infinity symbol. oh, that's right, Your Majesty.
But he makes a couple call outs and the doors crack open and you guys are able to walk on in. Based off of your previous visits, Heroes Hold doesn't seem nearly as busy, but there are still plenty of people meandering about their business.
Yo, old man.
You just find an old man.
Find an old man.
Oh, little lizard!
What? I'm gonna go find somebody else. Don't hurt yourself, James.
No, come back! I want to talk to you.
What happened in the city over the last year of importance?
So,
Of importance.
last year, I broke my ankle and couldn't
Lauren is just gonna leave.
Yeah, Lauren's just gonna walk to his shop.
slowly, one by one, walk
and he
away.
just follows right behind you and just recounts his day-to-day life. And just the first day of my broken ankle, I didn't do
I knew
anything.
the second I asked that question that it was going to get us nowhere.
That was when Phyllis said I was very young.
The second day I had my broken ankle, I still didn't do
We're
anything.
just on the second day. We've been talking for 30 minutes.
The third day, my son left me.
But it turns out he was just getting more milk.
What time of day is it?
By the time you get there, it's going to be a late morning, so around 10, 11.
Okay.
Scheme, you're going to know it's exactly 10:36 a.m.
But only scheme.
I don't say that though.
Okay, so who wants to go off first? Corliss, you want to head over to the smithy and get that all appraised?
Sure. Yeah.
Anybody going with him, or are you guys all actually going to split up?
Rorik is going to go with Corliss because I'm assuming that the smithy is where we would buy like weapons and stuff as well.
Yes, exactly. As you head into the more innermost city, here you do come to the nice little smithy. It looks like it's a pretty decent size, and you see a half-orc blacksmith there kind of pounding away at something.
Greetings, friend.
He looks up. Greetings, friend.
Kermit?
Yes.
Yoda!
No, my friend. My name Gruck.
Grok?
Gruck.
I almost started talking.
It's infectious.
I was like, ooh, I like him already. Much better than that stupid guy, Julian.
Yuliant.
Yeah.
Julian
Couldn't
standing in
remember
the
his
distance, just like listening. Hey.
He's like eating an ice cream that falls on the ground.
name. The guy from Lilo and Stitch.
and his balloon like deep.
Yeah, his balloon flies off. So somebody come play with scissors.
Snips his balloon straight.
Grok.
Gruck.
Hey, dude. I have some gold that I was wondering if you could help me get refined.
Gold's pretty shiny already.
It is pretty shiny already. Here, take a look at this shiny stuff.
Whoa, you got rock gold. Let
I
me
do.
see.
Yeah, and I give it to him.
He kind of takes a look at it. You got a lot here.
Yeah. Do you think you could? Do you think you'd be able to help me out with this?
Oh, you want numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
I love Grok.
I like Grok.
Grok is my favorite person ever. Give me a second.
He's great.
Gruck kind of like goes over it. You see him pull out little glasses and stuff, kind of like picks at it a little bit, looks at a few things.
He's sophisticated.
Yeah. He kind of like has to like put it on the edge of his nose and like hold it far away, like,
Grok farsighted.
Gruck can't see close good.
Grok can't see
Close
far.
good.
Can't see far good either.
Grok rely on hearing.
Grok just can't see good. Nope, that sounds like gold.
It's one of those like ear. Like,
Oh, you have the little
phones.
horn
To
things.
like listen to the rock.
After a few minutes, he comes back and he says, "This rock right here, that's a lot of gold.
Really?
Yep. If you want to trade, I'll give you some gold too."
Oh, like you would just trade me gold for gold.
Yeah.
Okay, like how much?
Oh, that's right. You want a number.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'll give you 1,000 for this rock right here."
Don't I have more? Or is that it?
Somehow you have like 1,000 gold pieces already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling some kind of wealth
So
imbalance
much.
here.
Money somehow.
You guys aren't there.
Rorik is.
Rourke, you don't understand Grok's speech.
You're hearing him wrong, clearly.
But do I have multiple chunks, or is this the one chunk?
It's like the 3-pound chunk.
Okay, that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay. You know, Grok, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. But I am curious. With this, how much would you say this is worth, though?
Is that not the number you wanted?
That is the number I wanted. I'll take it.
Clearly, this guy doesn't know how much these things are worth either.
He's about to give you 1,000 gold pieces for it.
That's a lot.
I think I was like, well, maybe it's worth more, but I'm content with that.
1,000. That's good.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, cool, awesome."
And then I shake his hand,
He shakes your hand.
and I'm like very happy, and I leave.
Grok's
ROI on this is going to be over 200%.
Super genius.
He goes into the back room. He's like, idiot.
Stupid.
He like straightens his back, like, "I can't believe he fell for that."
It just came this all along.
Oh my god! He whips off a mask, Scooby-Doo style.
Scooby Doo.
That's great.
Rourke, do you want to talk to Grok?
Yeah.
You want stuff?
I was curious if you'd like to buy some of my stuff.
You
I've
have
got-
stuff.
Yeah, I have an enchanted greatsword that I don't use anymore. I'd like to know if you'd like to buy it off me.
Oh yeah, let me see it.
All right, so I hand him the greatsword of divine favor.
He examines it for a bit and he goes, "Grok don't have money for this.
What?
I just gave him my 1,000 gold pieces away."
Wait, and you're gonna sell that sword? I could use it. Can I use it? I feel like I could.
So we're going to do shopping fast.
Listen, blacksmith only get X amount of money, and you need too much for this. I can give you 100 gold pieces for it. That's all I got.
All right, I'll come back another time.
Okay.
Okay. And then Lorik leaves.
In the street, I'm like, dude, you're gonna just sell that sword? I want it. I'll give you gold for it. I love Gronk. It's so good. Gronk is amazing. Oh, that's too good, man. I know you whipped out of that voice out of out of nowhere. Yeah, you're like, I don't know what would a blacksmith sound like.
You want to know my notes for Gruck? Half-orc blacksmith.
That's it?
That's it.
That's perfect. It's Gruck.
Gruck.
Gronk
Oh,
even
no, I
better.
thought Grok.
No, Gruck.
I was thinking Gronk like Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk. Oh, I was thinking Gronk like Gronkowski. I can imagine that's how he would speak.
I was just hearing rock with a G on it.
That's so funny.
Rock. All right.
Well, we can talk about our sword
Yeah.
later.
Oh man.
You guys leave and Gruck
saying
just kind of like
power
waves
suit?
you guys goodbye.
I love them.
They must be protected.
All right, moving over to Lauren.
Yes.
You guys would probably split off. They would head deeper into the city to be able to go over and see Gruck. You're going to kind of veer off and visit your shop. The shop looks like it's been doing pretty well. The door looks like it's been upgraded. There's a nice pretty sign up front, and it looks like it's been the door's been lined with like a fresh paint of gold.
Oh, he's been like taking better care of your shop than you were.
Yeah. Attaboy. Rogie. Knock on the door.
Knock on the door. We aren't taking any clientele at the moment. You're gonna have to make an appointment.
Rogie, it's me. It's Lauren.
Who?
He took over the shop. He took over everything.
Rogie, do you mean to tell me you've taken my entire business?
I don't know who you are.
Are they face to face right
No,
now?
it's like a voice through the door.
Wait, I went into the shop. Like, he's in the back. I assume.
You knocked.
Okay.
Walk in. Enter the house of horrors.
I'm
The
just gonna-
enchantment has changed.
Yeah.
The
I'm
orphans
just
and
gonna open the door and walk in.
You try to walk in, and unfortunately, you're unable to pass whatever weird enchantment's
no!
there.
Oh, this man. All right, I'm gonna detect magic and see what kind of freaking enchantment is on his door.
You can tell that the enchantment is, yes, orphans, but also it doesn't prevent any warforged or automated beings to enter.
Racist.
How do I go about this?
tune in next week.
Tune in next week. I'm gonna pull out the other end of the sending card that I gave to Rogie, and I'm gonna try and talk to him as if I'm not there.
Okay. So
You
you just
go like around the corner and
okay, and just like ring them up and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, what do you say in your sending? You have 25 words or less.
25 words or less.
How are you?
I'm so bad at these.
Write a haiku.
I promise I'm usually better.
The thing is, whenever I start doing that, I start doing it like a haiku and
Yeah.
counting the syllables instead of the words.
No, I'm gonna say, Rogie, this is Lauren. How fares my shop? Have you taken it over yet? If so,
I'll kill you.
leave now.
You get a response back pretty quick. Just, business is booming.
I respond with, I'm stopping by to look.
Okay.
Open the front door.
You hear the back door in the shop like open, and it's like, it's open, Lauren.
And I go to the back. Rogie? Hello?
So like imagine like you're a vampire and you can't walk in through the
Yeah,
front door, and he's
yeah.
like standing behind the desk just like looking at you. You see the familiar like hunched back looking thing in his little T-Rex arms, but this time he's wearing like a nice little suit and stuff, and he just kind of like turns to the side so his left eye can
gosh.
look at you.
I start feeling sick because it's been so long that I've seen him.
You've lost your tolerance.
Yeah, I retch a little bit. Oh,
And he's like, I totally thought you were gonna die.
you may have thought that, but this is still my shop.
Not anymore. I've had over a year, man. Everything's in my name now. Gorehand set it up and everything personally.
I have to go talk to Gorehand.
I mean, feel free. I give him soldiers all the time. This is my shop now, Lauren. Goodbye.
Holy crap.
I think I'm about to kill a man.
How though? You can't get in.
Magic can get in, that's for sure. I don't know if I should.
Normal man.
Maybe I should. I don't know what his HP is. Thinking in numbers.
Remember, he has resistance to magic because his hole in his back just absorbs all magic.
Oh my god.
This is so
New
irritating.
BBEG. Rogue.
Big bad evil girl.
That guy.
That's the orphan.
Yeah.
Little
This is like my internal dialogue going back and forth within the span of like 10 seconds.
Kill me, Lauren. Do it. Take it back.
Hit me. I want you to hit me. Hit me.
You got nothing left. You got nothing, Lauren. Wife is gone. Kids gone. Store's gone. Patents in my name. Store's in my name. The only thing you got left is your debt.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
Goodbye. Run away like you always do.
I hate this guy. No wonder everyone hates him. Jeez.
Do you hate him because he's just a reflection of yourself?
Oh, it's a foil.
If you think about it, this is just everything that you've been trekking to become.
It's just Rogie.
It's just me.
If you hadn't left to go to the Emerald Plains this year, that would have been you and
That would have been me.
and Rogie outside the door.
Yeah.
Ow, who knows?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk off. I'm gonna go find Scheme.
Okay, you're gonna go find Scheme. Scheme, which direction did you go?
Waste.
I'm gonna need an actual direction.
I'll pop out my compass.
Okay.
And just start walking. I know we're not actually going to the next emerald, but just for kicks and giggles, for comfort's sake, I like following the compass.
Okay, do you pump any magic into it at all?
Yeah, I'll give it a first level.
Okay, you give it a first level. It kind of spins a little aimlessly, like it still hasn't been given a purpose once again.
Oh, compass. Guide me to something interesting in the city.
So the compass still looks like it's very, pointless, like it once again needs a purpose.
Take me to the site of Dragar's demolition, his destruction. Is that how you work?
The compass, the needle kind of nods back and forth, almost as if to say no.
I follow that direction.
It looks like it kind of points you in a general north-ish direction. You kind of have to bob and weave through some alleys and stuff before you get anywhere, but you eventually just come to a northeastern wall.
Okay. I don't know what I want to do here. I never do things in cities. What's in the city? Oh, I could go check up on the Scar.
Yeah, you could try checking up on the Scar.
Depending on if you can find her.
I mean,
I'm not doing anything else.
She gave you a location.
Yes. I go to that location.
The Noir Guard Investigative Services.
Holy schmoly. Okay, I go to the Noir Guard Investigative
This
Services.
is so meta.
Yeah.
You head over to the Noir Guard Investigative Services. You know, the sign is crumbling and faded.
Oh, please tell me that there's a painted portrait of him in a silk bathrobe standing above him.
Okay.
Yes.
The door is locked.
I knock.
You knock on the door. There is no response.
I try to find an unlocked window.
There is a broken window.
I crawl through that MFR.
You crawl through the broken window, and you're greeted to a massive, what was probably once a very shiny and pretty, welcoming room where there's a big desk where a secretary would have sat behind, and a lot of waiting room chairs.
A little ostentatious for my taste.
And then there's a couple doors behind the desk.
Can I do just an investigation check just to see if there's
Yeah, sure.
anything in this room? 14.
14. As you kind of go through the room, you do find a fallen sign behind the desk that does say Noir Guards Investigative Services, that it looks like it used to be mounted up above, but it's fallen down.
Well, I'm in the right place.
Yep.
I'll go check out some of the rooms.
Okay. You open up one of the doors and you realize both the doors kind of lead to the same room behind the
The
desk.
illusion of choice.
The illusion of choice. As you come in, you're welcomed to another just big office where there's a whole bunch of filing cabinets and then another big desk on the other side with a massive, glorious portrait of No Guard.
What a handsome chap. Honestly, probably the best of us.
Just amazing, incredible.
Yeah, look at the snoot on that guy. Pristine. Well, I'll start rifling through these cabinets, huh? Nobody's gonna stop me.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Gotta crush this investigation check. 5.
You kind of like go through it. You realize that there's lots and lots of folders with literally like nothing inside of them. It's just like he just had folders to have
Because
folders.
he knew that investigators should have folders.
Exactly.
So he put the folders in there.
That's
Yep.
exactly No Guard.
You do find a nice little magnifying glass and a pipe on his desk.
I shall leave these. These are far beyond my abilities. A relic from a different time.
Give me a perception check.
That's a 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
So as you're kind of like honoring the magnifying glass and the pipe, you hear something that shouldn't have been heard, like the creaking of a floorboard behind you. Someone is sneaking up on you.
Hello. I'm gonna do that back handspring again.
Oh my God.
Give me an acrobatics check. Scheme is like, I've been expecting you. Immediately falls over.
I did the back handspring where it's like I launch myself backwards
And then lands on his head.
I do nothing to like actually spin, so it's like I'm flopping on my bed but on my back. Yeah, so
On the floor.
I just throw myself backwards flat onto my back.
I literally just picture you just going.
you land on your back, and as you look up, you see the hooded figure of the Scar looking down at you.
Hey, how's it going?
I thought you were dead.
No, my death was greatly exaggerated.
She helps you up and kind of like puts you back on your feet and everything.
If you run into my friends, can you tell them that I did it? I did the back handspring.
Is that what you were trying to do?
No, I was doing something else.
What were you trying to do?
So, how's the last year been? What's been going on?
Well, a few short months after you all left the city on your grand adventure and everything, that man you mentioned, Dragar, he went on a rampage, destroyed buildings, uprooted entire foundations, and even got into a fight with Gorhand. And even almost slew him on the spot.
Jeez.
Gorhand was in recovery for weeks afterwards. Not sure what happened. Some sort of poison infected him. He did recover, but at the loss of an eye and an arm.
Did the poison manifest as like black veins?
Yes, how'd you know?
While on our trip down to the Emerald Plains, we ran into that same disease.
Do you know the cure for it?
Not a cure, a way to postpone the effects. It seems, but we haven't found a way to reverse it.
But people have been able to recover from it?
When treated soon enough. Others, it seems like if it takes too long or if we get to them too, not enough time, it doesn't revert. But if we get to it soon enough, we can.
Well, Gorhand was able to recover, though. Is it truly the same? I mean, we only have the very similar description.
It very well could be something else then. I can't think of too many other diseases where black veins sprout from the site.
Well, regardless, he still lives, but he has taken far more progressive stances on city security. We have been plagued by flickers every other week at this point. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they appear within the city, sometimes they climb over the walls. Regardless, if it wasn't for your guys' information, we would not have been able to defend ourselves at all. But we are still losing people.
Okay. You guys have been holding the flickers off to a degree, though, it seems.
As best as we can. I am across the city at all times to ensure there's as much protection as possible, to the point where I have a truce with Gorhand.
Okay. I was going to ask if you were still trying to murk the dude.
Unfortunately, we need each other more than we can afford to be enemies.
Mm-hmm. While we're here, we're just passing through. Is there anything that me and my group anything that we can do to help?
Do you have any information on how else we can fight these flickers, possibly cure this poison? Because people are vanishing in the night. Anyone who's infected with it just disappears.
If this is the same disease that we've encountered, they likely are turning into flickers and continuing the onslaught.
Her eyes widen at that idea. And she says, it's almost every single time somebody disappears, we do get a flicker attack almost the next day.
That's probably them.
That is horrific. All this time we've been slaying flickers, it's just our own people.
We encountered some sentient flickers. It seems like they weren't keen on fighting in the sunlight.
Sentient?
Yeah. They contain some level of stratagem. They were coordinated in their attacks. They were kind of just parading themselves around a bit, as it almost seemed like an intimidation tactic. But times are changing.
All I know is how to fight. I do not know where these things come from. I do not know what this poison is or how they're being made. We need more information. That's all I can ask from your friends.
Okay, why don't you come meet up with all of them? We can band together to see if we can come up with something a little bit more solid for you.
I mean, you can always find me here, the old investigation unit. This is my base of operations.
It's a nice place. Whoever set it up was probably very qualified.
He was not.
No? Oh. Well, he sure seemed that way.
He solved exactly one case.
That's kind of incredible. I haven't solved any cases. Anyways, I'm going to go walk away now. I'll be back with my friends.
All right, I shall set up a few chairs.
Wonderful. We're set.
Okay. So Scheme, as you kind of meander about, the first person you're going to run into is going to be Lauren, since he's actually looking for you as well.
Lauren, just the man I was looking for.
Yes, what is it?
I found the scar. We're going to meet up.
Okay.
What's your problem?
It's a long story. Do you remember that decrepit old being that used to help me in my shop?
I'm trying not to.
Remember how you almost killed him?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to kill him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, that was really funny. He's taken everything from me in the past year.
I didn't need any reasoning. You're just adding more look, I'm already gassed up. Is that like a right now thing?
Whenever you want. I do need to get in my shop.
Okay.
I can't.
Maybe we do that on the way out.
Okay. That sounds great. Let's go. I don't know where you're taking me, but I'm
just trying to find the others.
okay. Let's find them.
Okay, it doesn't take you much longer. Rorik and Corliss are traveling together, and they're on their way back from Blacksmith.
Hey,
It's
is that
all on the
them?
main road.
Oh, hey, there they are.
As you guys approach, you slowly start to hear the conversation that we're having.
And the massive
It's more
jingle
audible.
of coins.
Yeah, but it's just like, I can't believe you just sell that sword after, like, you clearly can see that I would use it. Like, I don't know why you're just like, I'm just gonna get rid of the sword.
Well, look, it's obvious that I've been over encumbered with all these weapons. I've got like 4 different weapons here. You should have at least inquired about the ones that I'm not using.
I don't know, you're a freaking little gnome guy. I didn't know why I thought you were like some kind of hoarder or something. I don't know. Can I have the sword?
I haven't had the opportunity to sell these, and you haven't seemed interested.
Lauren, do you want to start posting ads for new teammates?
I think that's wise, yes.
I can see the falling out happening as we speak.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, guys.
Oh, hey.
We weren't talking about replacing you.
Anyways, do you guys remember Scar from like a year ago?
Who?
She was a lady. She was tall. She was in an alleyway. She said words to you.
Let me make a history check.
It was a year ago.
I have -1. That's gonna be an 8, so
Yeah,
I know
you don't
exactly
remember.
who you're talking about.
I don't know who I'm talking about.
Just trust us. Let's go.
Okay, as long as Lauren remembers.
I do.
So Lauren would know because he's from Heroes Hold.
Yeah, you would know of her.
Yeah.
You guys follow Scheme back to the Noir Guard Investigative Services building. You guys have to climb in through the same window unless somebody wants to like open the door.
I did not open the door.
Okay, perfect. You guys all climb in through the window and head into the back room where she's kind of set up a few chairs, kind of brought them out from the waiting room.
Rorik is going to go and unlock the door.
Okay, you just have to like after you crawl in through the window, just unlock it.
so that we don't have to crawl out the window.
You crawled out the window to leave.
I crawl in back through the window to lock the door again.
So you guys kind of walk in, and she's just been waiting for you sitting in one of the chairs.
Hey.
She goes, welcome. It's been a while since I've met the rest of you. I'm glad that you all survived the Emerald Plains.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Where's Juliant?
Yeah, where is
He's with you guys the entire
He's been here
time.
this whole time.
Yes!
Go outside of the building.
So,
Go watch the go climb back out the window.
I picture all of us going through, and then Lauren and Corliss looking back and seeing a fifth person climbing through the window.
Who's that? Shut the window.
I push him out as I'm shutting the window.
the broken window.
No. Stay there. Stay there.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, Scar. Let's.
We'll bring it back in.
But as you guys kind of like gather back in, and she says, has Scheme filled you in on a conversation?
No.
Not at all. Nope.
I think I did.
Okay, yes, you did.
Okay,
Fill us
so you
in.
guys are all on the same page, and she asks again, like, if there's anything we can do to gather information on how we can save citizens.
Okay. Scheme, why don't you take the lead on this?
I already did my social interaction.
Scar, what should we call you?
Scar.
Scar. What?
Alright.
How often are people disappearing? Are they still disappearing?
Every once in a while. It isn't a daily occurrence, for certain, but it's maybe once every couple of weeks.
Okay. Because what we know of flickers is one would need to be touched by a flicker in order to be contaminated. And if this is happening once every few weeks or so, that means there are flickers in the city or nearabouts. And I think our first step would be to root them out and destroy them.
I mean, I've checked the sewer line several times, and I haven't found anything hidden in there. I don't know of any other locations where they could be hiding.
What about the bunker?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if we go to the basement of the bunker?
Have you been to the bunker of promised death?
No.
Still the edgiest name. We need to give it a much
so
less,
edgy.
We need to give it a much less cool name.
We
Sorry, Miss Scott.
Yes.
About where was the destruction that Dragar did?
It was around in the Bunker of Promised Death's location. It was almost the entire neighborhood.
interesting. Did he
It's almost like he's trying to cover something up.
or get in?
Or he's angry
Or
because
he's
he figured out and went back.
he's angry that he can't find what he's looking for.
I think we should go back there though.
Yeah. See his destruction firsthand.
But do we know for certain that he has actually left the city? Because that's what we've heard,
Yes.
but we just don't.
Haven't you not seen him for 6 months or so?
It's been several months
Several
since
months.
he left.
I
We only know that he headed east.
east. I doubt he's still here. Unless he has spies or someone communicating with him, I don't think he would know that we've returned. Likely he assumes us dead until he hears otherwise. I don't know if his flickers would tell him that we're alive or what, but he doesn't know we're here, I would wager. I'm pretty confident in that.
Except he's tracking down the stones, which means he has a way of determining where they are.
Or he just knows, he could just know what we know and know the general area of said stones.
Potentially.
I mean, if he did know that there was one in Hero's Hold, he likely has now gathered that somebody else has it. And I would wager to say that he thinks that we have it, since we were the last ones that he knows to have been there.
Yeah, he saw us
So.
leaving.
Yes.
Maybe we should go back to the bunker and examine the place where we got the stone
That's-
and see if he destroyed that place.
I would like to see if he even got in, because as far as I'm aware, one would need the compass to get in to the bunker, to the chamber itself.
Except that, the door was still open when we came back up.
Did we ever close it?
Why don't we go just check it?
Let's just go look.
Let's just go check it, just for...
Miss Scar, we're gonna go investigate the bunker. Would you like to join us, or?
It would be my pleasure.
Sure.
And we can kind of fill you in a little bit about what's, as far as what we understand is his motivation.
Right.
Okay.
On the way.
We've seen much in the Emerald Plains, and we'd love to share that info. And
Yeah.
we relay, I guess we'd say we just relay the past year.
Yeah.
Well, I guess our journeys in the Emerald Plains.
Yeah.
Except
And
the mansion. We do not tell anybody.
Yeah, we
about
don't
the
talk
mansion.
about the mention. And I'm assuming that there's going to be some talk of Malilil and stuff.
Oh,
Oh no.
it's the scar.
Oh no.
Would you consider yourself a religious individual?
I'm not.
A clean canvas.
Do not sell me.
I would never. That's slavery's not looked not looked upon with much kindness.
I do not worship the gods.
Wonderful. I'm just gonna talk to myself here.
Then do it away from me.
One step away from you. You got it.
Several steps
Oh,
away from me.
Malel. Let me count the ways.
Real quick, while you're
4
doing
additional
that,
hit points.
and while we're doing stuff,
A level in Warlock.
I cast the level 2 spell silence on you.
And it lasts
Instantly
until,
shuts him up.
until he walks out of its radius.
So
Or
you just stay right next to him.
She ignores you entirely. Doesn't
I still
even-
try.
You try. You try.
Hey, to your credit, you're diligent. Hang in there.
Persuasion check?
You are honoring that agreement.
You
with
are.
your
Oh,
patron.
To the
Your
fullest.
god is definitely impressed.
I don't know about impressed.
He's definitely
Like, well, he's trying.
Same as me.
Persuasion check.
He is, yeah.
You can at disadvantage.
First one. 26. Second one. 22.
She's just like
9.
she's just not listening to you. You're giving a pretty good argument, but it is just like her back is to you. She's not giving you much attention. She gets like maybe every other word.
And I
See,
silenced you. I did cast
The
that.
problem is you become too good at persuasion checks, and then James just makes all the DCs like 30.
You guys continue in. You are going to have to enter into the center of the city, though. Luckily, you're with the Scar this time, and she knows a little sneaky way through.
sneaky. Can't we just? I mean, Gorhan knows us. Can't we just show the?
Yeah, you can. So you can either take her way or try to like use the
I'll
the
sneak my way through if I got
Let's go
guided.
with the scar. She probably can get us there faster.
Funnily enough, the way that she sneaks in is to climb over the gate itself.
10 yards down. Just in case.
She just
forward.
midway over the wall, she just looks over, sees us presenting the paper and getting let in. She's like, "Oh, come on!"
What? Okay, as you guys kind of follow around to the east side of the wall, she does have a nice illusion spell over a hole that she had dug through it.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky. You guys kind of meander into a backyard and you're able to navigate your way onto some of the bigger roads. It takes you a couple of hours, but you finally come to the neighborhood. It's blocks of houses that are not burned down. Nothing is scorched. Nothing is like blown up. Everything has been cut and slashed. It is like if somebody had just gone to a forest and started cutting down trees, but with the houses instead.
Sword is really powerful.
Just slished and slashed
Sliced.
and just crumbles of buildings everywhere.
Wow.
You come up to the location of the bunker of promised death, and the only reason you're able to locate it pretty easily is because there's a nice little remnant of the sign that says, "Hey, don't come in here."
Obviously, that's talking about somebody else.
Yeah. As you examine it, though, you guys remember that when you were last here, Dragar kind of crumbled in all the rubble on top of you.
Yeah.
But that has been cleared. The only rubble that now stands here is the building that's been cut down.
Interesting. Our hypothesis is starting to check out. Let's go in and see what we see.
I'm gonna go a little further.
Okay. You guys walk in and you're greeted to caved in building. You're going to have to find a way to kind of meander through it if you want to get to the other side of the room.
Hey, Corliss,
What?
you want to take this this greatsword off me now?
Oh, now you want to go right.
Hey, how much are you willing to pay? You did mention that you'd be willing to part with.
Why are we haggling?
Yeah, why now?
Because we might encounter some type of enemy in a minute.
Well, I have a sword. That's a weird time to haggle now. I thought there was gonna be some like usefulness to this sword, like help
All
us
right,
get
fine,
through.
never mind. I'm not gonna sell it to you then.
I'll give you $2. Your loss.
Listen, he only deals in copper, man.
2 coppers.
Which is exponentially less than what I first offered.
You drive a hard bargain.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get through the rubble
Okay.
to the back.
So there's a few ways you can do it. You can try and clear a path, which will take a lot more time, but you'd have like a pretty easy in and out in the future. Or you can give me an acrobatics check to try and squeeze your way through.
Hey, Scheme, you want to just like mold earth this?
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say that.
So mold earth will work on some of it, but there's plenty of wood mixed in around here as well.
I'll do it for the sum of it.
Okay. that sounds good. You start molding earth, but somebody is going to have to give me some athletics checks to move some of these boards.
I'm probably our strong guy.
I'm a weak sponge.
I'm a fighter.
No, you're the strong guy, actually. Yeah.
I'm just a little guy.
My strength is only +2.
Why is it the two short people there? They're the only ones doing any work.
I kick back with my hard hat and I say,
Get to work, boys.
I moved the loose dirt from mold earth onto Corliss.
It just sinks into your boots.
I use my little archaeologist's pick to start tink, 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 tink.
You are
loves
not
rocks.
helping.
It's okay, guys. I've got this.
5 days.
We finally
Make it
break a
through.
rock.
Yeah.
With the help of your magic and your exceptional strength, give me a general athletics check. This will give me my determining factor on how long this will take.
10.
10? It's gonna take you a few hours, but you're able to clear a decent path where you can't walk comfortably, but if you kind of like sidle through, you can walk through this area from the front door to the back.
nice.
As you get to the back room, there's once again some crumpled stuff, but you can tell that the door that used to slide up and down has been split in half.
Does it look like the same cut that happened to the buildings outside?
Yes, it does.
So he did come through here.
Yeah.
As you examine the other walls, it looks like he was just slicing at everything.
Yeah, probably out of his rage.
He was an angry boy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think his rage is going to blind him when we interact with this guy. That's going to be his downfall. Easy dub.
I cast silence.
I learned sign language.
Why is the sign language so loud?
Get out of my head.
After the first time he cast silence, I've just been reading sign language books.
Braille.
Corliss, your telepathic, your mind link thing. Does it say that they have to know a language?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm curious. You start linking with him in a silence area, and he just starts sending messages
In sign
like
language?
images of sign language.
He just sends
Oh
images
my
of signs.
I'm like, what do they mean?
Get out of my head!
I'm in your head, all I see is symbols.
Why is it so empty in here?
Okay, do you guys head down the stairs?
Yes.
Turn back.
Oh boy.
This is it.
Wordless.
Did we have to make the Constitution
Yeah, we
saving
haven't
throw
done
for
that.
It's completely shattered. The area is no longer what it once was.
So all the
seeped
magic,
out
that
and
the
that's
light
about
Magic
magic
is kind of spewed out of it.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Well, bad.
It's
but
been
also
properly
good.
ventilated, so
Yeah, we're good. It was
just need to get some
quarantined.
fresh air.
If anything, Dragar's done some good here. You guys start heading down the stairs. You can tell that there's plenty of rubble and rocks, but the place is held pretty firm. But it does appear that he was slashing at the walls and was just like crumbling it as far as he could. As you guys reach the big doors that you had once seen, they too have been sliced at their hinges and felled inward towards the big room. You guys walk into the room. When you had last left, the doors had closed and the platform had lowered down. You are just greeted to a massive domed room in pitch black.
I'll do an investigation check.
Do we have any
See
light?
if there's any sort of, or perception.
I have a cantrip of sacred flame that flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
You need a creature.
I can't
Throw
see.
Conrad out there.
I need a target. Okay, investigation check.
That one.
Scheme does not care.
I have dark vision. What am I doing?
Give us all
Yeah,
the
James, I have dark vision.
I have described exactly what you see with dark vision, so I need somebody to give me an investigation check.
Yeah, no, I will
Yeah, yeah.
happily investigate with my -1. That
I'll
has to be an
investigate with
18.
my
18?
Plus 9. How about
Okay.
14?
Okay. So you're both going to see this. As you examine the room, you realize that it is definitely different from the first time you were here. The first time you were here, even though it's dark right now, there were symbols and writings on the walls. But as you examine the entire domed area, it is pitch black. As you focus just a little bit closer, it is moving.
The room is moving?
It's the flickers.
This is a secret lair for them. They have gathered
their
this room.
hotspot.
All right.
As we're like walking.
We should
Do we notice, do they see us?
That's the thing, is you do not think they are active. It's almost like they're dormant at the moment.
So maybe this truly is their lair, and they're, for lack of a better term, asleep.
You remember what Tomlin said? He said that there are hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Deep underground. This is probably their new city.
I think that this is the new spot. But yeah, you are right. Tomlin did say that.
Can we count how many there are? There.
Give me an intelligence check, raw intelligence.
While you do that, can I make another investigation or perception or something to see if there are any other entrances into this room?
Sure.
All right, -3.
What would you like me to do?
Give me an investigation.
24.
24. As you kind of do the whole like jelly bean thing when you're trying to count how many, but in reverse, essentially, you can tell that there is hundreds.
Okay, so we cannot fight them.
No,
we're not going to fight them.
18.
18. As you examine the room a little bit closer, you can tell that there's a few holes almost like drilled into the roof here, and that the flickers kind of cover it up a little bit, but they have almost a tunnel system.
So they're coming from here into the city.
Yeah, so not only are there hundreds of them, but my idea was we block the entrance.
I don't know.
And then, no, it's not going to,
Can't
it
block
doesn't
those.
point.
I could
No
do
point.
something so funny.
Oh, I know you have the
Pull out my
necklace.
necklace of fireballs.
Not a bad idea.
Shoot.
I kind of think you rock it and roll it.
What if you throw the entire necklace?
Yeah.
I mean, I was already thinking just like pull all the beads off and then just like sprinkler them.
Yeah. And we just yeet ourselves out.
But this would cost me an entire fireball necklace that I could use towards
But-
something, and it will get me.
We could wipe out the entirety of the flicker presence in Hero's Hold. If it were.
I have so little tie to this place.
James,
Yes.
when we fought the flickers in the past and dealt fire damage specifically, did it look like the body itself erupted into flame like a wick on a candle?
It's kind of like they are very flammable, essentially. And so, like, if you just light one of the tentacles on fire, they'll try to just, like, cut it off to prevent the entire body from lighting on fire.
But it's not like gasoline or kerosene type levels of flammability.
Yeah, not like instantaneous.
But if we catch them off guard.
Yeah. If they're dormant.
Well, here's the thing: is we don't know if we hit a couple of them that it'll catch
rest.
the entirety.
That's why I throw them all in
Yeah.
random directions
And
and
then
blow up a bunch of them.
we'd essentially fill the entire room with fire.
With fire.
The Scar approaches you and says, "If we're," and she whispers because she doesn't want to wake him. She says, "If we're going to go with this plan, I do have a couple of slings we could use."
Oh, shit.
Look, this is like I got.
Hit the ceiling.
This is like my thing from the deck of many things. So if we find something cool in the future,
Hey,
I got a free question from the deck of
I didn't get any.
your question could be like, where can I find the coolest item for me?
You want me to use that for you?
No, it should be
you do
something
this?
mutually beneficial.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can figure that out.
Okay, fine. Let's do.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Let's
negotiate.
save
Just
this.
roll with it.
Let's save the city. Okay.
This is my home, please.
Let's get the sling. Let's get posted up by the exit.
Yeah.
So that if poop hits the fan, we can bounce.
And there's only one exit on the ground, right?
Yes,
Okay. The rest of the holes are like on the ceiling. How
we
big? Wait, how big is the dome?
it's massive.
So it's like hundreds of feet high.
How many do I have?
8.
What's the radius of fireball?
20 feet.
But they're what? Aren't they level like? Aren't they super high
Well,
level
each
fireballs?
each individual fireball is
A level
just
3.
standard level 3 fireball.
But if you throw the entire thing, then it goes up in levels. So he has like a level 8, technically.
Wow. I guess I must have used one of the charges because I only have 7 now. Should we do anything? Because just to cover our bases, there's a good chance that Flickers will make it out of this alive, and they'll be a little unhappy, little angry. Is there anything that we can do to like alert remnants of the city guard?
Possibly. I mean,
this
you
plan?
guys could send a message out there or something.
Can you mind link or like?
Can we just do that like real
See
quick?
the person.
I feel like
The Scar is willing to go out there, but she does say like these slings are dexterity based, and she probably
She's the
has
one.
some of the best decks here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that we should alert somebody.
I will, because I am the leader of the Dragon's Cavalry, and I probably have a little bit of say.
There you go.
I don't know, people might listen to that.
Just tell them to be ready.
We're about to have a nuke.
Yeah.
Ready for Fallout.
Get ready for something weird.
I'm gonna start leaving. I'm gonna try to like get to Gorehand, essentially, because I bet that he might have some kind of method of like alerting me.
How long does it take to attune the rest runestone?
The rest runestone, you were very surprised you were able to do it in like a couple of moments.
Take this.
That it's a unique property of the
So
restaurant.
on your way, you can have it.
Yeah, so that could be
This might gain favor with him, and so Scheme gives the rest room stone to Corliss.
Can I have the note as well? These guys be cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
take it.
thank you. All right.
Oh, you're going to Gorhan? Sorry, I was reading.
So, do you guys want to start the fight when he leaves, or like wait a bit?
We're gonna
Do you
wait.
want to try and
Wait
time
a
it?
bit.
We're gonna
Give
wait.
me a sending message.
We're going to wait right outside. I pull out one of my sending cards to give to Corliss.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Corliss, you meander your way back. You know the way. With the fallen down buildings, it's even easier to navigate, it seems. You find your way back to the center where instead of the big party you saw the last time, it looks like there's guards training.
Oh,
Good for them.
my people. Yeah. Very happy as I walk by. I give like a salute.
As you walk by, you see them like, hold on, how'd you get here?
I'm like, what do you mean?
We haven't let anyone into the inner city. How did you get here?
Oh, I have this. I give them the gore hand. These guys be cool.
I knew this. Jake, you guys made me feel so stupid when I asked that. You guys were all like, "That's useless. This will do nothing."
Gets us everywhere.
It's true. It's great.
We got
It's
the city
great.
on lockdown.
I take everything back I ever said.
Right.
He sits there, it's like, all right, sir, how can I help?
I need to speak with Gorehand immediately.
This way.
Thank you.
He takes you to the red house, which when you first saw it was a very bright red. It is now kind of like no one's painted it in a while. As you kind of flash the note, they escort you into the building and up the stairs into a nice large office. It looks like the doors have been widened out in specific just so Gorhan can walk through.
It's gigantic.
Good for him.
As you walk into the room, you see Gorhand is behind a desk, and it looks like he's either learned how to read or is learning to read. It's kind of hard to tell with his facial expression, but as you look up at him, you can tell he only has his left hand and his left eye. It looks like the cut had gone down from his right eye and then separated his right arm.
Ooh.
There's a massive scar. The once jovial, kind of like, hey guys, is gone.
Oh, that's so
The
sad.
serious face looks up and he goes, I remember you. Corliss, right?
That is exactly right. And Gorehand, correct?
Yes.
We did meet only once about a year ago. It looks like a lot has changed since then.
Many attacks and the blasted paladin.
Yes. He attacked me and my friends as well.
Yes.
I'm sorry for I assume that he's responsible for this.
Yes.
We must do something to stop him. I assume he's also responsible for the flickers in the city.
He had an army of him when he first attacked us, so yes.
Gorehand, I think that my friends and I, we just returned to the city and we've been speaking with the Scar. I understand that you guys are on good terms right now.
It's a loose truce.
loose truce, yes. But I think that we have found their lair, where they reside, where they are currently. We are ready to act right now. We know that they're susceptible to fire, and we can ensure that this act that we're about to do would hopefully decimate them. I need your help, though. We need to notify the city. There's going to be some commotion.
Give me a persuasion check at extreme advantage.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
Hey, we should name a podcast after
We
that.
should. We should start a podcast and name it Extreme Advantage.
That's a really good name.
That was the very conversation.
Now 1,
Great start, great start.
Very nice.
12,
Okay, less good.
Please do better.
17.
17. That is going to cut it.
Yes.
So hold on.
Additionally,
A 17 can convince somebody to mobilize an entire city,
it's something that he wants to do already.
Exactly.
and then somebody who's lost all faith.
Who doesn't want to?
Different. Very different.
That's all I wanted to say.
Additionally, I'm gonna bring out the stone because I'm gonna say like also I understand that you may have succumbed to a bit of an illness. I think that this can help. Or would you be okay if I
have
approach
no
you with
illness.
this? Like black vein stuff.
I recovered from that months ago.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I have wolf's
But-
back. Okay.
Is that a rune stone?
No.
Give me
A deception check.
Extreme disadvantage.
No, just a deception check.
Oh.
Maybe he's chill.
16.
16. Okay. This is
Uh-oh.
good, because that is exactly what that man was looking for.
Oh.
And if you brought one into my city, I would have to either kill you or remove you.
And that makes perfect sense. No, this
This is just a fancy glowing rock.
Just a fancy rock.
yeah.
You know me. I mean, I got this fancy cloak. I got this little medallion thing. And I'm like, I need my stones. And that's just been enchanted. Don't you worry about it, Gorhand. It's fine. That's fine. And I put it back.
Okay, you put it back. He stands up and he says, "Where is it located?"
I can take you there. Do you remember the bunker of promised death?
I do. I will mobilize my men. I'm assuming your friends are going to need your assistance.
They will. I have a sending card and I will notify them to strike as soon as you give me the word.
Give me a couple minutes and I will ready my men.
Okay, I will wait wherever you tell me to wait.
Just wait outside the Red House.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, you wait outside the Red House. After a couple moments, you see a couple individuals kind of run outside and begin mobilizing everybody. It seems Heroes Hold is returning back to its militaristic behavior.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's cool.
After a while, you have like a couple dozen men ready to march behind you. A couple dozen.
I misheard. Wow. Vastly misheard.
Ready to follow you and Gorhand.
Beautiful.
Do you send the message?
Gorhand, are you ready?
I am.
Do you want to be there for it to happen? Just in case, or would you like it to begin?
Is there only one exit in and out?
There's one exit on the floor. The cavern that they are in appears to have a tunnel system. They can travel through the walls and through
If that is the case, we have the greater numbers. We will watch the surface and slay any who exit through there.
Perfect. Then I will take them to roughly where I would think the dome is underneath, above.
Okay, perfect. You do a generalization. It's very hard. There's a lot of rubble, but he has a few men that they can spread out, and if they eyeball anything, they can jump right on top of it.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys go down?
Okay. Me and Gorhand?
Gorhand's
Or,
gonna
like-
stay up with his men.
Okay. I ask Gorhand like one final time, like, are you ready?
I will always be ready to protect my people.
Then you will feel it and you will hear it before you see it. But it was about to happen. Thank you for your help.
Thank you for yours.
I start walking towards the bunker promised death. I take the sending message, and as I'm walking, I notify Lauren.
25 words.
Oh. Hey you, how are you?
20 more words.
If you could do the thing now, do it. Now.
You got 11 more
We got
words.
11 more words.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Okay, Scheme, we're ready.
Cowabunga! And I started blasting.
Okay, I'm assuming everyone down here that's going to be Lauren, Rorik, Scheme, and the Scar. Each of you just like throw one,
just
and then you're
chucking.
going to throw the other ones.
Yeah.
Let's go with
Okay,
that.
you all throw a bead, and I say that's a good place to stop right there, and we can roll for initiative next time because this is going to be a long combat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this will be big.
Well, thank you guys so much for giving us a listen. We really appreciate your guys' support. If you enjoyed the episode, let us know. Go ahead and give us a review on whatever platform you're using to stream the podcast. We'd love to hear any of your thoughts, and the review does us, a huge favor. We really appreciate it.
But yeah, like Devin was saying, we really want to hear from you guys. We've got a website. It's Extreme Advantage, without the first E, extremeadvantage.com. So XTREME advantage.com.
You spelled that wrong.
No, I didn't.
No, there's no E at the beginning.
He almost believed me. Almost.
That pause you saw was me remembering how I was.
But like your face was like,
No.
It got me. I was like, how did you spell it?
But yeah, if you go to that website, there's going to be a spot for you to send in any questions. Actually, if you guys could send us questions, that would be amazing. It'd be super helpful. We need questions. But there are spots for you guys to just look at some of the cool things we've got on the website. Like, we have some example characters and different helps and hints. We have an entire page dedicated to the history and lore of the world. So if you want to go check that out, have some fun, and just let us know what you think, that'd be awesome.
Also, guys, if you could jump on social media, give us a follow, give us a shout out, share our posts, whatever it may be. We're pretty much everywhere. We're either Extreme Advantage Podcast. If you just search the name, our social media accounts should show up: Facebook, Instagram, X. we'll have a TikTok up at some point in the future if we don't already. But definitely give us a shout out. We always interact with our fans on social media, and if you guys have a question, you shoot it there, and just give us a shout out.
We really appreciate you guys listening in, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do. We love getting together with our friends, and that's what we want to do. We want to make more friends out of this podcast, and build a community out of it. So we appreciate you, all of you, and thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.